And it's kind of what you're saying with you want to see the lanes be coordinated in how they push and move forward and back. Everybody's got to have that same cohesion on the team fight level too, because otherwise you're just going to be running.
The client in which I'm trying to use to spectate the game keeps failing the patch. So I am also not in spectator, but they're not going to remake for me. We're going to remake for Impact. Let's see. Cassante runes, support Cassante.
No, I changed 100%. Impact, tough it out. WTHJ. Let's
Observers,
check.
Show me Impact's actual runes, if you can. The chat is amazing, but I wanted to see the players lined up.
It just doesn't do
I'll take
anything
Electrocute,
in this lane.
Dark Harvest, Fleet. I'll press the attack.
All of that stuff at least does something. As bottom lane, hold on now, CoreJJ might be in a little bit of trouble. And yes, he is. He's out of there. Hambach just jumps in, auto attack, first blood. They decide to give the money over to the Pantheon instead of to Rahel on the Varus. So
Still
we'll
left
see. Alive. Morgan's going to take his recall. Teleport back into lane now with Caulfield's Warhammer, pickaxe, and refillable. So a nice strong buy for the first recall.
Yeah, Morgan is likely going to be a problem. Immediately ults him as well as Impact is trying to hold the wave. Might get the solo kill.
Yeah, this one's looking rough. Morgan comes back to lane and no Guardian Aatrox. Because grubs require something else to give you any sort of reward. And if you can't get pressure in the side lanes, it's much harder to get the payoff from the additional damage to the turrets.
Yeah, I mean, take a look at those plates, man. 5, 5, 5 all across the lanes. They've been holding pressure in these lanes, warding River aggressively on the bottom side since that first blood.
Better, you can at least poke the guy with Q1, Q2. You can get value out of Airy.
Yeah. Yeah, so the chat is saying Airy, Phase Rush, Lethal Tempo, they're all better.
Yeah, this all seems better, but right now, things could not be worse for Quid here in the mid lane. The gank squad shows up. Hambach, Hugi around the second Drake.
CoreJJ's got to be really careful with no flash. That's why we had Quid right behind him in case they jumped on top of Core to try and return the damage. Nice little quick cheeky bot lane push by the Lucian.
Okay,
Now able to join.
Hambach trading a little bit. Cyclone pops off right with the CoreJJ ulti behind it. A lot of damage to
Morgan's
Hambach.
flanking.
Staying alive an extra second thanks to the shield, but he does fall down. Impact sweeping around on the side here with the World Ender. A lot of damage under Rahel, and Sentinels have lost their AD carry. Darkwing's trying to get away from Quid, and Impact has no one left to guard. He flashes over the wall, just barely stays alive. But Sentinels have lost their jungler, they've lost their AD carry, they've lost their mid laner behind enemy lines, and Team Liquid is going to take those 3 kills. They're going to take this Drake, and they are going to take control of the game here in the bot side River.
Jose played this fight incredibly well.
Yeah, we can fight then. We can fight here. Yeah. We can fight here. It just cannot TP. It just cannot TP. TPing. Fight him first. Yeah, fight him first.
No combo Talia, no combo Talia.
We came in. Going. Gabi.
Look, Varus. Talia no flash.
Aatrox. Aatrox has splash up.
Okay.
I'm coming. Anyone?
No flash, Talia.
I will chase. Good job. Well played, guys.
Hectic comms for Team Liquid, I will say. There's always CoreJJ is incredibly loud in team fights, but sometimes that can be very beneficial. In that fight, to me, Jose, both with the engage, but then later on, managing to reach Rahel as Morgan had the flank team.
The biggest of which is the nearly 2,000 gold individual lead for Morgan Zambessa here in the top lane. Weaver's wall coming in.
Whoa,
Sentinels
Yon.
trying to make the play. Yon gets caught out. Wombo combo shut down on the Team Liquid 80 carry. Sentinels finds a critical piece as now Hambach's going to head over to the Rift Herald, and all that preparation Team Liquid was doing might have just been for naught.
Yeah, really nicely done there by Sentinels. It looked to me like Darkwings managed to sneak through a hole in Team Liquid's vision since Team Liquid was really aggressively holding the river with 3, but then they realized there were 4 and everyone just had to back away. Now they're looking to make a play on Impact though, goodbye.
Yeah, Impact, he at least heals.
Oh,
yeah, he gets himself the passive auto attack, which gives you a massive spike of healing, especially when it procs in the same auto as Sundered Sky. So quick surge to the health bar, but as soon as the next wave arrives, there's still more than enough firepower to knock him down. Wave crashes into the tier 1. Team Liquid's going to take this turret now. That will be their second turret. Around the Drake. Yes, even if you have teleports on both Morgan and Impact, Aatrox without World Ender does not have nearly the amount of threat and presence that Aatrox with that ultimate does. So Herald's going to be summoned up in mid lane by Rahel. It gets the charge into the tier 1, but they critically won't even get the full structure by the time Team Liquid is able to rotate over to defend after securing the Drake.
Yeah, nice TP there by Morgan to hold the turret. And I think that was correct by Sentinels to not contest that Drake. You're pretty much in last-ditch effort to salvage the game here, where on third Drake, you just try and trade Team Liquid's map investment for as much gold as possible. Ooh. Really cheeky play there by Morgan, but Impact is able to sidestep the ultimate and get some of that crystalline overgrowth off of the turret. But yeah, Sentinels just needs to get as close in gold as possible before the eventual soul fight. And a Guardian Aatrox, even if you send a Taliyah or Pantheon up there, you might still be losing. So they don't have the way to play the game.
And now Jose immediately has his way to play the game, jumping in after Hambach, but a counter engage coming out from Huhi and Rahel looking to target Yawn. Hambach is low, just about to die still. Yawn down to half HP. Impact makes his way into the fight, and Yawn is gone. Rahel's also out of the picture, and Team Liquid continues pressing forward. They've got themselves a 4v2. The fight is already won. It's just how much are they gonna win? And it's a whole lot, Jack. And here's our replay of how this started. It's Hambach trying to face check into the Tribe Rush.
Yeah, Team Liquid's going to be getting Baron during this replay. There's no way they can stop it. And again, it's Jose who actually pulls off the nice engage. I'd say Yawn does keep getting focused in these fights. He's probably not super thrilled, but everyone else on the team is able to capitalize on the team fight. This is one of those team comps where every lane, every player can carry, and Team Liquid easily cleaned this one up 4-for-1. Got a feel for Impact.
Yeah, it's tough, man, having the runes show up like that. Does the Guardian, observers, can we check how much damage the Guardian has actually managed to block this game? Because I'm going to assume it's procced twice.
I do
something like a Conqueror or a Grasp of the Undying. It's now a 6,500 gold lead with the Dragon control for the side of Team Liquid. Like we mentioned earlier, the clock is ticking down. You've got to have the map in the best possible state before they go after the Dragon Soul.
Oh,
this is not a good map state. Morgan's diving into all three players here on Sentinels. The follow-up from Jose, Core, and Yawn as they all pile in. Hambach's the first to die, and Yawn unleashes the calling. He's dead second, and there's the pincer play coming out from Quid to cut off the remaining members of Sentinels as they try to run. We might not get a Dragon Soul. The game might end before we ever get there. Jose Diodo looking for Impact here, who does manage to get enough distance to the ground as we speak. The tier 2 over in mid lane. Oh, it does survive. Look at that, just barely hanging on. The one in mid lane also about to die to the minions, so plenty of pressure in two different spots from those minions.
One Baron isn't often enough to end the game because you just don't get the same lead that you would get last year from the Baron.
Jump.
But I mean, it's probably going to be 2 Barons in this game as well. It's only 3 minutes until the next one, but Team Liquid is in total control.
Yep, and there's your Chemtech Soul. Utterly uncontested by Sentinels. They know that they don't have a chance of fighting a 10,000 gold lead TL at a neutral objective, so instead they're just going to take... And this is another one of those handshakes where you feel really bad about it there with the top lane. You're handshaking Dragon Soul for a tier 1 turret with an objective bounty slapped onto it up in top lane. So it doesn't feel great. Gets the gold lead back down to 4... Nope, never mind. Back up to 5 digits here for Team Liquid, as Quid's going to make sure it builds even further. Secures the last hit on that bottom lane tier 2, and TL is keeping the pressure on.
They really are. Jose has had a great game on the Wukong.
100%.
Notwithstanding the top lane to do it. That's the thing. It's not a completely unrealistic ask. Oh, Quid might be getting caught.
Yeah, Q1 hits the sweet spot. Quid eats the full Aatrox combo, but he's still alive with 60% HP.
Yep.
The Nami wave roars in over the top.
This might be GG.
Just stops the follow-up. Morgan dives into everybody. Hambach's going to be the focus here for the very start of the fight. Already down. Jose just into the back line yet again. Going after Rahel. Jose Diodo very low, but he does get another Sundered Sky proc to keep him alive. Jose walks away from it, but Impact finally gets the kill. The Aatrox awarded with 1,000 gold shutdown, but it's only Darkwings and Impact still alive as Yawn continues to get all those blessings from Core JJ. The bullets slow you down as he shoots you in the knees with him on the run. As Team Liquid continues their push towards the Nexus turrets, it is a 2v4 right now as Sentinels will scramble, but it ain't gonna matter. Darkwings is already down. Impact will be the next to die as Yawn and Morgan go forward. Double kill for the Lucian. And now as the minions arrive towards the Nexus turrets, that'll be all she wrote. 18-5. Team Liquid commanding their leads, particularly through Morgan, particularly through the plays of Jose Diodo throughout this game. Hambach's gonna die again. Team Liquid just wants to pad the stats a little bit. Huhi retreats back into the fountain, and TL takes game 1.
A little bit of KDA maxing at the end of that game. 19 kills to 5, Dragon Soul secured, and the Lounge did predict nothing but